ॐ ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे Krishna. Welcome all devotees for today's Bhakti Sakshi discussion. So we will continue our discussion on the Angas of Bhakti. So last time we were discussing about the Sankirtanam. Okay, we just started. Geetam we have completed. Yeah,
31 we had completed.
31.
Yeah.
Okay, we start from here. So till now what we have discussed in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is we saw the introduction where Srila Prabhupada has told what is the meaning of Bhakti, Rasa, Amrit and Sindhu. Then there was a definition given of pure Bhakti, Anyabhilashita Shunyam, Gyan Karmadi Anavritam, Anukulyena, Krishnanu Shilanam Bhakti Ruttama. And then definition of Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti was given. Then it was defined that who are the qualified people, Kanishtadhikari, Madhyamadhikari, Uttamadhikari. And then now it is being described what are their duties, what they should be doing in Bhakti. So in that 64 limbs are described. So now we are continuing the 64 limbs. So Geetam, 32nd. Brahmano Vasudevakhyam Gayamano Nishamparam Harihe Salokyam Apnoti Rudra Ganadikam Bhavet. Yes, Kishore Madhaprabhu, please read.
Yeah. Even the Brahmana who sings continuously in front of Vasudeva attains the planet of Vishnu. This singing is greater than Shiva himself singing.
Hmm. This is explained from Linga Puran,
Linga
Rupa
Purana.
Goswami is quoting. So he is saying even the Brahmana who sings continuously in front of Vasudeva attains the planet of Vishnu. Okay, so these are limbs describing that what are the attainments of bhakti one will get by performing that limb. Hmm. So does it mean that one will attain only the planet of Vishnu, not Golok Vrindavan? No, whatever is one's desired goal, that one will attain. Okay, as some people may have materialistic goal, that also they will attain by doing the limbs of bhakti. Akamaha sarva kamova moksha kama udaridi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. So even for materialistic goals also it is told bhakti can be done. But somebody does for a different spiritual goal. Somebody may want to attain Vaikuntha, somebody may want to attain the abode of Vishnu or the abode of Krishna in Golok Vrindavan. As per their desire, they will attain that planet. Okay. So That is the meaning of this attainment of the planet of Vishnu. Okay, now this is importantly Sankirtanam. Okay, so let us discuss about this chanting. Nam Leela Gunadi Nam Uchchar Bhasha tu Kirtanam. So the Kirtan word is defined here. The Kirtana is defined as Kirtanam tu the loud chanting, Uchchar Bhasha of the names, pastimes, and qualities of the Lord. So it is not only names, but it can be also Leela Kirtan, Nam Kirtan, Leela Kirtan, Gun Kirtan. Okay, all that can be Nam, Leela, Gun, Kirtan. So anything which is glorifying Kirtan means to glorify the Lord. And but it should be loud. It should not be only for oneself. That is the criteria. Because if it is just for oneself, it will be coming in the category of japa. That we'll see later. So he is quoting from Vishnu Dharma. Krishneti Mangalam Nama Yasya Vachi Pravartate Bhasmi Bhavanti Rajendra Mahapataka Kotayah. Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
O king, he who chants the auspicious name of Krishna turns to ashes 10 million of the worst sins. Vishnu Dhamma.
Yes. So, here glorification of the chanting of the holy name is there. So even somebody who chants the even one name, it is said, like Ajamil, example is given in Shrimad Bhagavatam. Even one name he chanted that destroyed all the sins. Hmm. So this 10 million, which the pariman or the quantity is given, that does not mean only that much will be destroyed. It is just a figurative quantity. Okay. So it means that all the sin, how much ever that person might have committed in all the past life, everything will be destroyed by just chanting one holy name. But it should be offenseless chanting. Okay. Like that. So this is from 7th canto, 9th chapter, 18th verse. Okay, here it is said. Leela Kirtanam. Soham priyasya suhrida paradevataya. Leela kathastava nrisham virincha gita. अज्ञस्तितर्मी अनुगृणन् गुणविप्रमुक्तो दुर्गानिते पदयुगालय हंससङ्गः. Yes, Prabhuji.
O Narsimha, taking association of persons who take shelter of your feet, hearing pastimes of Supreme Lord, Lila, from devotees in Dasya, Sakya and Madhurya Rasa, which are sung by Brahma, becoming free from material attachment, I will easily overcome.
Last lines.
Separation from you.
Yes. So here he is glorifying Leela Kirtan, basically that glorification of the Lord's pastimes. So seventh canto, as we know, is majorly the glorification of Lord Narsimhadev by Prahlad Maharaj. So here he is saying one of the prayers, O Nrsimha, taking association of persons who take shelter of your feet, hearing pastimes of the Supreme Lord. So this Leela Katha, this is what is being focused in this shloka, Leela Kirtan. From whom? Devotees. Correct. We should not hear from non-devotees. And there are many other professional reciters that also we should not hear from. Okay. In Dasya, Sakhya and Madhurya Ras. Okay. Which are sung by Brahma. Becoming free from the material attachment, I will easily overcome separation from you. So this is he described that how the effect of Leela Kirtan will be. The effect of Leela Kirtan is that one will be able to overcome the material attachment. Okay, first overcome the material attachment. Second, he will attain the abode of the Lord. Both. Okay, this is from first canto, fifth chapter, sloka number 22. Okay, 1522. Okay, so Guna Kirtan, glorifying the Lord's qualities. So here he is saying, Idam hi pumsas tapsa srutasya va स्विष्टस्य सुक्तस्य च बुद्धिदत्तयोः अविच्युतोऽर्थकविभिर्निरूपितो यदुत्तमश्लोकगुणानुवर्णनम्. Yes, Prabhuji.
The falling cause of perfection from men's
Unfailing
sorry, the
cause.
unfailing cause of perfection from men's austerity, study of the Vedas, Performance of sacrifices, chanting of mantras, practicing jnana, and giving charity is defined by the wise as glorifying the qualities of the Lord.
Yeah. So glorifying the qualities of the Lord. That is the focus in this shloka. Guna Kirtan. Okay. So now he is saying that avichuto artha, the unfailing cause, means it will never fail. Like we say Ramban. Ramban is that which is panacea. In English we call panacea. Means that which never fails. Hmm. Okay. Unfailing cause of perfection. From means austerity, study of the Vedas, performance, all the activities which are given in the scriptures is defined by the wise as glorifying the quality of the Lord. Okay. So that is the prime activity which is there. Basically, it is the limb of the bhakti or the part of bhakti which gives perfection to any of this activity. What are the activities? Austerity. If there is no limb of bhakti or no activity of bhakti in that, it will not give any result. Study of the Vedas. This also, it will not give any result if there is no limb of bhakti. Okay, that is what is being told. Now, next limb, Japaha. So, here there is a difference between Kirtan and Japa which is made. Mantrasya sulaghu uchcharo Japa iti abhidhiyate. Japa is how it is defined as a very soft chanting of mantra. Okay, so mantrasya sulaghu. Laghu is small. Sulaghu is very small. What should be very small? Uchcharaha, uchcharana, or the pronunciation or the intensity of pronunciation should be very small. That is called japa. So generally japa is for oneself, correct? It is not for any performance, showing the performance that yeah, how I am doing my chanting, whether I am chanting all syllables, not like that. Japa is for one's own purification and one's own hearing. Okay, it is not for showing some activity to others. So that is what said here. Now we will see some of the shlokas about this. This is from Padma Puran. Krishnaya Nam Krishnaya Nam iti esha mantra sarvartha sadhakah bhaktanam japatambupa sarva moksha phalapradah. Yeah, yes, continue please.
Chanting very softly the mantra Krishnaya Namaha produces all benefits, O King. Swarga and liberation are bestowed to the devotees who perform japa of this mantra. Padma Purana.
Yeah. So he is saying that chanting how? Very softly. What the mantra? So what we chant, we have been given Hare Krishna Maha Mantra by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the acharyas in the parampara. So we chant that mantra. But here specifically they are speaking about some other mantra, Krishnaya Namaha or Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, that was chanted by Dhruv Maharaj, like that. So different mantras can be there for different ages. And for us, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra specifically in Kali Yuga that is being prescribed. So that produces all benefits. O King, Swarga and liberation are bestowed to the devotee who perform japa of this mantra. So as I told earlier, whatever one has the goal in mind, that goal only will be given to that person. Okay. So like in Bhagavad Gita, it is said, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tejati ante kalevaram tam tam evaiti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavita. So whatever state of mind one leaves the body in, that only he will attain. If somebody is thinking of Krishna in Golok Vrindavan, he will attain that. Somebody is thinking of Vishnu in Vaikunta, he will attain that. Somebody is thinking of Lord Ram in Saket Dham, he will attain that. Okay. So yam yam vapi smarana bhavam tajatyante kalevaram. Whatever destination one is remembering, that only he will attain. So uh, there is another one which is there in Brahma Samhita. Yadrishi bhavati shraddha siddhi bhavati tadrishi. So as one has faith, that only result he will get. Okay. So the faith determines the result. Okay. That's why most of our acharyas they focus on Golok Vrindavan being the highest, and it is prescribed for us that we attain that. Yeah. So, and one very important thing here, very softly, which is mentioned. So, if we see Prabhupada also chanting, we can see that he chants, but we will not be able to hear all the mantra of the full mantra, it will be sometimes soft and sometimes it will be audible. Okay, basically the point is Rupa Goswami is saying Kirtana means it is loud chanting which is meant for others also. Japa is not for performance, it is for our own purification, obviously, and it is for our own hearing. So it can be softer. Okay. Yeah. Yes, bro. Kishore Madhav, bro.
Yeah, bro, I just have a question. See, there are different articles on how to do japa basically, but as it has been said, we have to do it softly. When we are alone, that is all right, Prabhuji. But when sometimes we are doing congregation japa in the morning or something like that, na, at that
Hmm.
time many other devotees they do japa in a very loud voice sometimes basically. So it
Hmm.
disturbs us. We are not able to have our own attention or something like that. So how we should cope up? Because it is also advised to have japa together with devotees, but then sometimes this becomes conflicting.
Yes, Pruji. Yeah, like we can, if it is disturbing to us, like it is recommended to chant in association of devotees. Uh, but if it is disturbing to you, then you should be sitting little separate or try to make arrangements where you can hear your japa. Some devotee use some earplug also. Whatever arrangement. Obviously, it's not good to put earplug for a long time because I don't know, it may be something artificial. So whatever makes you hear your japa, that is most important, because the purpose of japa is to hear oneself. Then only purification will happen. Some devotees they think that if I chant with Prabhupada, like they play Prabhupada's dhun or Prabhupada's tape of japa and then they chant together, so it will give more purification. So that is not prescribed by any acharyas actually to do like that. And we don't have to count Prabhupada's chanting. We have to count our own chanting. Okay. So that is very, very important. As here it is told by Rupa Goswami, one should chant silently means it should be only to oneself. Su laghu uchcharo, very softly, that word is mentioned. Okay. So whatever takes to do that, we can do. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he had one separate room only for chanting, which had a very thick door. So if you have come to our BVRV, you will see the room has very thick door so that the sound does not go outside and outside sound doesn't come inside. Okay. So all the classes have that very thick door. So, and he had, Bhaktivinoda Thakur had one separate small room where he would close the door and then he would chant. So then before that also, in the times of Sadhu Goswami also, if you have gone to Radha Shyam Sundar temple, there Shyaman, I think, yeah, Shyamanand Pandit's gufa is there. That below when we go there, I don't know how many devotees have gone, but there is a below the ground, underground japa. This is there. So there he used to go and chant. So previous times acharyas they would do like that. And I really don't know from when this practice has started to do congregation japa. Congregation Sankirtan Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taught surely. But congregation japa, when it started, who started, I don't know. And how much it is bona fide, that also I don't know. Okay. So, but it may be good for devotees in the beginning that they uh, can be seen their accountability that okay they are chanting, but after 1 or 2 or some years I don't know means whether it was recommended by Prabhupada to do like that. But surely if it helps somebody they can do, but if it is distracting from our own japa then they should think what to do. Okay, because I think devotees should have faith in others that they are having that much sincerity that they will chant 16 notes even if they are not seeing them in front of their eyes. So if you some difficulty there, you can see what personally benefits you. Okay, and you can see also Prabhupada. He would not generally sit with all devotees making a circle or sitting together and chant. No, he would do japa in separate in his room. Okay, so you can see what is comfortable to you. Yeah. Is it okay, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So I will send later in the group Prabhupada's Japa one clip is there. Prabhupada is chanting, and you can hear that not all the words of the mantra is audible actually. Okay, generally it is soft, very soft chanting. Hmm. and it's not a very loud chanting. Obviously, we have Prabhupada's japa recorded, and devotees may put it on their YouTube channel, 16 rounds. They have made clips like that, but Prabhupada would not chant like that. Okay, na? Yeah. So we'll go ahead. 35th volume, Vigyapti Entreaty. हरिम उद्दिश्य यत्किंचित कृतं विज्ञापनं गिरा मोक्ष द्वारा अर्गलं मोक्ष तेनैव विहितस्तव. Yes, Prabhuji.
By making entreaties to the Lord with words, the bolt on the door of liberation is released. Skanda Purana.
Yeah. So here, Vigyapti. So we have heard the word Vigyapan in advertisement in our industries. Okay. So here it is mentioned about Vigyapti. Just 1 minute. Want to see exactly what is the meaning of entreaty. Eager, earnest or a humble request. Yeah. So, okay. Vigyapti. So, to make a earnest request to the Lord with words, what will happen? The bolt on the door of liberation is released. Okay. Yes. So, that's like we said that prayers go up and mercy come down. Mercy comes down. So, that is what it is. Like Gajendra. So, he made a very heartfelt prayer to the Lord. Okay, even he did not know who is the Supreme Lord, who is that personality. He had forgotten. He knew past life in Nirjun Maharaj. He knew, but he had forgotten. So he said, whoever is the shelter of this universe, who is the Moola Karana of this universe, so many adjectives he told, but he did not know the name. Okay. And Ajamil, he knew the name, but he did not know whom he is calling. He chanted Narayan, but he was calling his son. Okay. So he did not call the Narayan of Vaikuntha. Obviously, he also was a Brahmana in the past and then he had known who is Narayana, but he did not do with conscious chanting at that time. So, like Gajendra is more better example here for this to making entreaty. So, he also got liberated. He got the mercy of the Lord. It's from Skanda Puran. So, in this regard, we have known that there are three types of prayers. So, that detail will be told here by Rupa Goswami. संप्रार्थनात्मिका दैन्य बोधिका लालसामयी इति आदिर्विविधा धीरैः कृष्णे विज्ञप्तिरीरिता. Yeah.
The wise have explained that there are various types of entities to Krishna, such as prayers, admission of incompetence, and expression of longings. Yeah, Bhakti Rasamasundhu.
Yeah, so three are mentioned. Some prarthanatmika. Prarthana means again entreaty. Some prarthana means complete humbleness. Uh, Dainya bodhika. Dainya means fallen condition. Bodhika means to be making oneself aware that how I am fallen. Then Bodhika. Lalasa mai. Lalasa means asha. Means some hope, longing that is there in the heart to a certain attainment, like we want to attain Krishna Prem. So that lalasa is there. So keeping that in mind, making some prayers. So these are the three types of prayers told by Rupa Goswami. Samprarthanatmika, Danya Bodhika, and Lalasa Mai. Okay. Okay. Yes, Guruji.
Some prarthana prayers are statements coming from persons who have not attained the stage of bhava. Lalsa statements come from persons who have attained bhava. That is the difference.
Yeah. So Samprarthanatmika is below the stage of bhava. That means for sadhaka. Okay, below the stage of bhava. That means for sadhakas from below the stage of bhava. Yeah, and lalsamai is generally for those who have attained the stage of bhava. Okay, and they have known what is their swarupa, but they have not yet reached this spiritual world. For them, yeah. First, Samprarthanatmika will be described. युवतीनां यथा यूनि यूनं च युवतौ यथा मनो अभिरमते तद्वत् मनो अभिरमतां त्वयि. Okay, somebody else can read. Yeah, Mukund Pat bro, would you like to read? Okay, you are busy.
Just as a no, no, just a
Yeah,
second.
yeah, yeah. Okay, somebody else can read next. You can read, no problem.
No,
The,
just my small kid was with me, so he was also hearing your voice.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah,
Just as the minds of young women, yatha yuvatinam manah are attached to young men, and the minds of young men are attracted to a young woman. May my mind be attracted to you. Padma Puran.
yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. So, Rupa Goswami is giving a very practical example which we can relate to. So, some prarthanatmika prayers. So, he is saying that just like a normal tendency of this world is that a young man may be attracted to a young woman and young and in the vice versa way. So, let my mind be attracted to you, my dear Lord. Like that, he is saying. Yeah. So, this is a prayer, a simple prayer. Okay. This second one is Dainya Bodhika, making oneself aware or reminding oneself of one's own fallen condition. Dainya Bodhika. Okay. Admission of worthlessness. Mattulyo nasti papatma नापराधी च कश्चन परिहारे अपि लज्जा में किं ब्रुवे पुरुषोत्तम.
O Supreme Lord, there is one no one as sinful as me. No one who has committed so many offenses. What can I say? I am very ashamed to ask you to remove those sins.
Yeah. From Padma Puran, Rupa Goswami is quoting. So just like we sing every day here in Pune temple, we have every day Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Daya karo more. Hmm. Tuma bina ke dayalu jagat samsare. Correct. So here in that song also we have Patita Pavana Hetu Tava Avatar Mo Sama Patita Prabhu Na Paibe Ar. So that is also a Dainya Bodhika prayer where and acharyas have categorized actually. Bhaktivinoda Thakur's the book is there, na Padavali. Vaishnav Padavali book. In that, actually, there are three categories made. I don't know who has made, but it is there. So, Danya Bodhika is this prayer also. Shri Krishna Chet. Mosama Patita Prabhu na paibe ar. You will not find any person who is more fallen than me. Yeah, that is Danya Bodhika. Yeah, longing. Lalasamai. Hmm. So here he is saying Kada Gambhiraya Vacha Shriya Yukto Jagatpate Chamara Vyagra Hastam Mam Evam Kuru Iti Vyakshasi. Yes, ma'am.
O Master of Universe, when will you, accompanied by Lakshmi, say with a deep voice to me, eager to serve you with Chamara, please come here, Narada Pancharatra.
Yeah, so this is a longing. As it was told earlier, this Lalasamai is for whom? One who has attained the stage of Bhav. So he already knows his relationship with the Lord. Okay, that is called Sthai Bhav. Relationship with Lord is already known to him. So he is asking, praying to give benediction so that he can attain that relationship in the spiritual world and serve the Lord in that relationship. Okay, just like we say, यही निवेदन धरो सखीरा अनुगत करो सेवाधिकार दिए करो निज दासी. So that is obviously very elevated prayer, Lalasamai prayer, where one is asking for becoming a maid servant, a manjari in the service of Srimati Radharani. Hmm. यही निवेदन धरो सखीरा अनुगत करो. In what way? By becoming a follower of a Sakhi of Radharani, like that. Okay, and before that also he's saying Vraja was kind of prayer. He's saying Mora yai abhilash vilas kunje diyo vas nayana heri basada yugala rupa rasi. Correct. All that is a prayer which is Lalastamai. Okay, very elevated prayer, but it is there in our sadhana morning program. Srila Prabhupada has kept it. Okay, so that is there. Yeah. Another Lalastamai prayer. कदाहं यमुनातीरे नमानि तव कीर्तयन् उद्बाष्पः पुण्डरीकाक्षः रचयिष्यामि ताण्डवम्. Yes, Praji.
O lotus-eyed Lord, when will I dance on the banks of the Yamuna with tears in my eyes while singing your names?
Yeah. So this is also a very elevated prayer, as he is already asking a certain attainment in Vrindavan, okay, on the bank of Yamuna, okay, and what he will do also he is saying already, singing your names with tears in my eyes. Okay, so this is a particular service he want to perform. Okay, and also apart from that, he is saying, I will dance. Okay, Tandavam, like that. Baspa is tears in the eyes. Yeah, please read.
Superficially, this appears to be prayers, samaprarthana, of someone who has not manifested bhava since he is praying for it. Some prarthana belongs to someone without the appearance of bhava, whereas lalasa or prayers with intense longing belong to a person who has manifested bhava. However, when a prayer, some prarthana, is filled with a similar longing, expressing such bhava, even though not attained, it's called the lalasa.
Yeah, so the difference between Sampratna and Lalasa was told earlier. Now, one very fine detail is being given in this. However, when a prayer, because Lalasamai also seems to be a prayer only, right? That he is asking for some benediction of being dancing or crying for the Lord while singing near the Yamuna's bank. So that also seems to be a prayer only. But here is a fine difference he is giving, that when a prayer is filled with a similar longing, there is a longing for a particular attainment, that particular service or particular destination at a particular place is asked. Okay, expressing such bhav, even though not attained, even though the person might not have attained, that is called lalasa, even though it may be below the stage of bhava. Okay, the person, like we may be singing यही निवेदन धरो सखीरा अनुगत करो. So even though we have not attained it, but we are asking for it, that means it is still in the case of, in the realm of lalasamai. Yeah, please read.
Thus, this example is classed as lalasamai. Prayers and longings such as these are given here to illustrate the topic, but actually they should be understood to be examples of Raganuga Bhakti.
Yeah, so here disclaimer is mentioned, prayers and longings such as these. What are these longings? So he is asking for a place near Yamuna, so that is in Vraj. And later Rupa Goswami will tell that anybody who wants to go to Vraja has to do a particular sadhana. Without that, one cannot go. Which is that sadhana? He will tell Raganuga Bhakti. Without Raganuga, sadhana Bhakti. Here, sadhana word should be there. Okay. Otherwise, some devotees may think that Raganuga Bhakti means it is all after the stage of Bhava or at the stage of Bhava. No. Rupa Goswami will tell, no, it is practice. Okay. A practice one has to do to reach the Vrindavan. Okay. And if one is not able to do Raganuga sadhana, okay, then he will be attaining Vaikuntha planet. Okay, that is the Vaidi sadhana bhakti. That is according to rules and regulation of the scriptures. When one does the things, that is the impetus. Rules and regulations are the impetus. Okay, then one will attain Vaikuntha planet. But if the impetus is to follow after another Vrajavasi, that's why the name is Raga Anuga, to following after somebody who has Raga, that is a Vrajavasi. So then he will attain Vraj. Okay, that is, then only he can attain Golok Vrindavan. Okay, so this is a fine thing which he is saying. Okay. 36th limb. Stava Pathaha. Okay, yes, Yamuna Velaspro, question here.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, can you please explain? I could not get the first one, Samprarthanika, the first category of entity.
Samprarthana. This one?
There are three, right?
Yeah, Samprarthanatmika, then Dhanyabodhika, and then third is Lalsami. Which one you are saying?
First one, Prabhuji. Two I understood. The
This
first
one.
one. Yeah.
This one.
What is it exactly?
This is a general prayer. A general prayer, not a longing. There is a difference between a prayer and a longing, he is saying. So this is a general prayer means which one may not have a particular thing to ask. Like here there was example of attaining the banks of Yamuna. But
Mm.
here if you see in this prayer what is being said, let my mind be attracted to you. Who is that you? Is he asking to Krishna? We don't know. Is he saying to Vishnu? We don't know. Is he saying to Lord Ram? We don't know. Is it to Narsimha? We don't know. This is not Lalsami. Lalsami means he already knows which form of the Lord he wants to attain. He already knows what is his relationship if he is at the stage of bhava, and below that also is possible if he is following after somebody, and if he already is knowing what service he wants to do. Okay, and he has done sadhana of doing meditation uh, of that while he being in the material world, then that is called Lalsamai, which is also a prayer, but it's very, very specific prayer. But Samprarthanatmika is a prayer which is general. Okay, please, Lord, give me humility. Please give me some good qualities. Please give me whatever in general prayers.
Mm.
Okay, na?
Yeah, understood, Puji. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Stava Patha. Reciting compositions of praise. Prokta Manishi Bhirgita Stava Rajadaya Stavaha. Yeah. Somebody else can read. Yeah, Yamuna Vilas, would you like to
Yes, Puji. The wise consider Prokta Manisibhi that the Gita and the Stavaraja contained in the Gautamiya Tantra, Gita Stavarajadaya, are examples of stava.
Yeah.
The
So,
Gita, yeah.
yeah, continue.
The
Complete.
Gita is called stava because it contains glorify the Supreme Lord.
I think contents glories should be there. Glories of the Supreme Lord or glorification of Supreme Lord. Yeah. Okay. So Prokta, it's told by whom? Manishi bhi, those who are intelligent people. What? Gita means that which is sung. Stava Rajadaya. Okay, that the Gita and Stavaraj contained in Gautamiya Tantra are examples of stavas. So there are many other, like Shangaracharyas have themselves written Stava Mala, Stavavali, Stavamrita Lahari. So many stavas they have written, that which is sung. Huh. Okay. Reciting compositions of praise, Stava Patha. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Stava Ratna Aughair, Yesham Jiva tu Alankrita, Namasya Muni Siddhanam, Vandaniya, Diva Aukasam. Yes.
The perfected sages, Muni Siddhanam, and the Devatas, Diva Okasham, respect Namasya Vandaniya, those whose tongues are ornamented, Yesam Jivatve Alankrita, with the abundance of jewel like verses of praise of Krishna. Sri Krishna Stavaratna Oge, Skanda Puran.
Yeah. So the perfected sages and the devatas respect. So what is the result of doing stava part is being mentioned. Falashruti means by doing this activity or this anga of bhakti, what one will get, that is told. So devatas, sages, they will respect those whose tongues are ornamented with the abundance of jewel like verses of praise of Krishna. So we can also try whatever possible for us. We can also try to memorize some specific songs which may we may like. So basically, the first thing to memorize any verse we have to do in that is first understand the words in that shloka, in that verse or in that prayer. And when we understand that, then we can try to recollect it and recite it again. Like for children, for children they don't have to understand, they have to just recite 3 4 times, like I have seen personally. So 5 6 years old child, they will like recite it for 5 6 times maximum, and then they will immediately remember the whole thing. But for us those who have grown up, for us it becomes very difficult to remember anything like that. Okay, some of the things are like that, and we need to sometimes actually understand. Okay, I don't know how all of you memorize. At least with me, it is. So many of you obviously in Shloka test memorize so many. I don't know, But for me, it is like we have to remember what the words mean, and then only we can actually memorize. Okay, first we have to like it, or as they say, we have to fall in love with the shloka. Then we can get interested, and then we can understand the word meanings. And then obviously, first we have to understand the meaning of the shloka, then word meanings. Then we can love the shloka, and then we can memorize. Okay, generally for people who are grown up, it is like that. Hmm. Okay. Okay. स्त्रो स्त्रोतयस्तवश्च देवाग्रे यः स्तौति मधुसूदनं सर्वपापविनिर्मुक्तो विष्णुलोकम् अवाप्नुयात्. Yes, bro.
He who praises Madhusudana, ya stauti Madhusudanam, with stotras and stavas, stotre stave, in front of his deity form, Devagre, is freed from all sins, Sarva Papa Vinirmukto, and attains the planet of Vishnu, Vishnu Lokam Vapnuyat, Narsimha Puran.
Yeah, so again it is told what are the glories of doing stava patha, reciting the shlokas and stotras and stavas in front of the deity form to please the Lord. Okay, not obviously to show one's own the ability to recite and memorize, but the purpose of memorizing is that one will be able to remember at any time what one has learnt. Okay, and he can keep his consciousness good. So there should be some specific prayers which we like. We should always try to memorize them, and we should always try to recite them whenever we need it, need them. Yeah, yeah. 37th. Naivedyam aswadaha, tasting the remnants of the deity. Okay, so this is quoted from Padma Puran. So it is said, Naivedyam annam tulsi विमिश्रं विशेषतः पादजलेन सिक्तं यो स्नाति नित्यं पुरतो मुरारे प्राप्नोति यज्ञयुतकोटिपुण्यम्. Yeah, somebody else can read. Is Prem Latika Mataji? Would you like to read?
Yes, Prabhuji. He who always eats outside the inner sanctum the remnants of the Lord's food, sprinkled with water from the Lord's feet, mixed with tulsi, achieves the result of 100 billion sacrifices.
Yeah.
Padma
So,
Purana.
Panpuran. So he is quoting that what is the effect of tasting the remnants of the food, or the bhoga which is offered to the Lord, it becomes prasad. That prasad one tastes in a proper mood, that is described by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So keeping that mood, as we sing every day, Sharira Vidya Jal Jodendriya Tahikal, all the prayers one sings with proper mood. So we can also receive the benefits of honoring the prasad. Yeah, so in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, there is a full section only. What are the glories of honoring prasad? And even though it may be very old or it may be dried, all that. So, and especially of Jagannath Puri, that chapter comes where Gop Kumar is in Jagannath Puri. There it said that even it is uh, something which is fallen from a dog's mouth. Even that one eats, he will get liberated. Means that is to glorify the Mahaprasad. It is so potent, like that. The Prasad of Jagannath Puri was being glorified in Brihad Bhagavatamrita. So yeah, so he who always eats. Okay, yeah, snati nityam. Okay, that word is used nityam. Not that he is using eating sometimes, whenever possible. We are eating prasad. He's not saying in that way. Okay, so here ashnati nityam every day. Okay, outside the inner sanctum, purato murare. Okay, okay. So the remnants of the Lord. So what is the effect of this? Achieves the results of 100 billion sacrifices. Okay, so that is the result of honoring prasad. But for Vaidhi sadhakas or for us, devotees, the result may not be only this. Obviously, this result will be there. But if we have desire of attaining Krishna Prem and we take in that consciousness, then that will be awarded. So please don't stick to what is being told in the shloka, because there are different kind of people who have a different mindset approaching the Puranas and Vedas. So the Purana and Vedas accommodate many people. Like Ekadashi Vratana, there is a Falashruti, or not Falashruti means if one does, what result one will get after Ekadashi. So that may not be applicable for devotees. Okay, why? Because devotees don't want any material benefit out of Ekadashi. It's a limb of bhakti, and they don't want any material benefit from that. They want spiritual benefit, attaining Krishna Prem. So then for them it is told that okay, you will attain Krishna Prem. But the material benefits is for those who actually desire. Just like we discussed other day, Shrimad Bhagavatam, there are so many material glories also told. Like one who recites Gajendra prayers in the morning. So for them liberation is guaranteed. For one who recites Dhruva prayers, he will attain a lot of wealth. Okay, like this, so many benedictions are given. So what it means is that Bhagavatam attracts all the kinds of people, but actually, what Bhagavatam wants to give is Krishna Prem. So where it will come at the end of this Sanghas only. Okay, where it will be told, I can show it also. Uh, it will be told that actually Mukhya, the important thing is Krishna Prem only. But all other things are given just. Hmm. Yeah, see here, I'll show the shloka now. Hmm. Yeah. This is 245th verse. केषाञ्चित् क्वचिद् अङ्गानां यच्छूद्रं श्रूयते फलं बहिर्मुख प्रवृत्तेत् किन्तु मुख्यफलं किन्तु मुख्यं फलं रतिः. What is saying? In some of the verses quoted from the scriptures, material results are attributed to the angas. Why? For attracting persons possessing material consciousness. Like here it was told, one of the material results will be given of hundreds of sacrifices like that. However, the main result of this angas is rati, bhava, which is a stage previous to Krishna Prem. Before attaining Prem, one attains bhav. So that is the main thing. Okay. So he Jiva Goswami is quoting this shloka, Kama Sarva Kama Moksha Kama Udharti Tivrena Bhakti Yogana Pajeta Purusham Param. Mm. Yeah, please read this.
However, for those persons with material inclination, material results are mentioned. For the real devotee, rati is the result because rati is produced simply by caring about the qualities of the Lord. Even though this worship is easy, it produces results that cannot be attained by other processes. Therefore, bhava or rati is the main result of practicing the angas of bhakti. Though the result of sadhana bhakti is bhava, that bhava or rati also has many varieties according to which of the many forms of the Amshi Krishna the person is worshipping.
Yeah, thank you. So two things are mentioned. That see, there are people with materialistic consciousness. They will attain the material results which they want. Why? What is the shloka quoted for that? Akamaha sarva kamo va moksha kamo udhariti. This shloka Jiva Goswami quoted. That whatever desire one may have, that desire he will attain by bhakti, no problem. And then he is saying at the end that persons filled with material inclination will get material results. For real devotees, what is the meaning of real devotees? This whole section is under the section of Uttama Bhakti. Correct. That is under Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti or Sadhana Bhakti. So this is not meaning that it is for Bhav Bhakti. Because if it was for Bhav Bhakti, then why the result will be Bhav mentioned? Correct. The result is mentioned Bhav, that means it is something for below. Correct. So the real devotee is mentioned here is for Sadhaka Bhakta. So for them, what is the result? Rati or Bhav will be the result. Okay. So and then one more point he's saying. Okay. Yeah, see the last line. According to which of the many forms. So if somebody is worshipping Narsimhadev, he will attain that form. If he is worshipping the form of Lord Ram, he will attain that form. So whichever form of the Lord he is worshipping, that form he will attain. That is the meaning of this shloka. So wherever the material results are given, please keep this in mind that for devotees, the main result is what? Rati is the result. Okay. Okay. Next 38th. Padya aswada. Okay. So aswad means to taste. Padya means the foot wash. Okay. So tasting the foot water, remnants of the deity. Na danam na haviryesham swadhyayo na surarchanam te api pado udakam pitva prayanti paramam gatim. Yes, Mataji, please read.
Those who drink the foot water of the Lord achieve the supreme goal, even though they have not performed charity, sacrifice, Vedic study, or deity worship.
Yeah. So again, the glory of foot wash of the Lord is given that they achieve the supreme goal. What is the supreme goal? So those who are reading in this Padma Puran, they have a desire in mind to go to Swarga. So for them, supreme goal will be what? Oh yes, if I drink foot wash of the Lord, I will go to Swarga. That they will attain. Somebody thinking, getting moksha is the supreme goal. They will attain that also. But for us, for real devotees, what is the supreme goal? That is Rati, and that which leads to Prem, Krishna Prem. That is the goal. Okay, so that we will attain. Yeah. And yeah, one more clause is given. Even though they have not performed what charity, sacrifices, Vedic study, deity worship, all these things they might not have performed, but if they are just drinking the Charnamrit, they can attain Krishna Prema. Obviously, they will be doing other limbs also. Yeah. Dhupa Saurabhyam, smelling incense offered to the Lord. आग्रा आग्राणां यद्धरेर्दत्त धूपोच्चिष्टस्य सर्वतः तद्भव व्याल दष्टानां नस्यं कर्म विशाफलम्. Okay, somebody else
The,
can read. Yeah, Prasanna Gopal bro.
Yes, sir. The action of nose smelling the incense offered to the Lord fully destroys the poison of karma inflicted on those bitten by the snake of material existence.
Yeah, Hari Bhakti Shuddhodaya. Yeah, so here it is told Dhupa Saurabhyam, smelling like for specifically Narsimhadev we offer the incense, Dhupa, okay, incense offered to the Lord that we when we smell through our nose, or just like all the limbs of the body should be used in serving the Lord. So nose can be used to smell. Grana is the subtle organ for uh, smelling. Yeah, Grana. Yeah, here it's mentioned. Yeah, and nose is the gross sense, and Grana is the subtle. So that what it does fully destroys the poison of karma. Okay, karmani nirdahati kintu cha bhakti bhajam. So like Brahma Samhita mentions, all the karmas will be destroyed for those devotees who are inflicted by the snake of material existence. Means gradually they will attain the supreme destination. So it's again the same way, not just by once smelling everything will happen, but what it means is that after once they have smelled the incense, then what will happen, they will get more sukriti, and then some lifetime they will start practicing bhakti, and they will not have their lives controlled by material karma. Okay, but they will be controlled by Supreme Lord directly. Yeah, Malya Saurabhyam, smelling the garlands offered to the Lord. Yeah, Agranam Gandha Pushpader Architasya Tapodhana Vishuddhi Syad Anantasya Grana Granasye Adibhiyate. Yes, Prabhuji.
It is said that the nose smelling flowers and gandha offered to the infinite Lord is the cause of the complete purification in this world.
Yeah. So the glories of smelling the flowers or gandha offered to the Lord will cause purification for all of us. And what the meaning for us is that as we get purified, we will be more eligible to attain Rati or Krishna Prem, like that. Okay, 40. Shri Murte Sparshanam, touching the deity. स्पृष्ट्वा विष्णोरधिष्ठानं पवित्रः श्रद्धया अन्वितः पापबन्धैर्विनिर्मुक्तः सर्वान् कामान् अवाप्नुयात्.
The
Yes, please.
pure, faithful person who touches the deity of Vishnu becomes freed from the bondage of sin and attains all desires.
Yeah. So again, same thing. Akama sarva kama va moksha kama udardi. So by doing any of the limbs of bhakti, one can attain all the desires, whether going to sarga or liberation or attaining prema. One can attain any of this. So that here is mentioned by that touching the deity of the Lord Vishnu. So there are some rules and regulations in deity worship. So one who is second initiated, they will be trained in that. One should not touch the deity in dark, or one should not touch the deity with left hand. All those rules and regulations are there. So and one should touch the deity only while doing the service. There are so many rules in that. Okay. Shri Murte Darshanam, seeing the deity. वृंदावने तु गोविंदम ये पश्यन्ति वसुंधरे न ते यमापुरम यान्ति यान्ति पुण्यकृतां गतिम. Yes, bro.
O earth, those who see Govinda in Vrindavan do not go to the city of Yama but achieve pure bhakti, the goal of all punya.
Yeah, so one who sees the, like so many tourists, they go to Vrindavan and see the Lord there. So they may be going, but they will attain bhakti in this lifetime or in the future lifetime, wherever possible, when the Sukriti is uh, f- got sufficiently accumulated, then they will get Shraddha and then they will attain bhakti. Okay, 42nd. Artika Darshanam, seeing the Arti of the Lord. Kotayo Brahma Hatyanam Agamya Kotayah Dhati Dahati Aloka Matrena Vishnu Sarartikam Mukham. Yes,
The face of Vishnu, lit by the light from the Artika lamp, burns up the 10 million sins of killing Brahmanas and 10 million sins committed in the past and to be committed in the future.
yeah. So the limb of bhakti is any limb of the bhakti is is powerful that it can burn up all the karmas. Okay, in 1 second. So generally in ISKCON also devotees before taking initiation they are already chanting. So many devotees they say also that it is like we saw also Diksha definition. Okay, Divyam Jnanam Yato Dayat Dadyat Kuryat Papasya Samshayam. So it is not necessary that one's karma will be destroyed at the time of initiation, first initiation, and Guru will take the karma at that time. Not necessary. Like for Ajamil, his karma were destroyed just by chanting one name. And so many other limbs of bhakti devotees are already doing before initiation and chanting the holy name so many years also sometimes. So it's not that all the karmas they are going to give to their guru. It's not like that always. And similarly here it's being told that one of the limb of bhakti which is said, and this may be similar to all the limbs of bhakti. By doing any limb of the bhakti, millions and millions of sins in past and future will be destroyed. Okay, just by doing any one limb of the bhakti. That is the uh, power of the Supreme Lord, because the bhakti path is directly under his control and the devotees are under his control, like that. Utsava Darshanam. So 42nd limb, seeing the festivals. Rathastham ye nirikshante kautikena keshavam devatanam ganah sarve bhavanti swapacha swapachadayah. Yes, Prabhuji.
The dog eaters and other low persons who joyfully see Keshava on his chariot all become associates of the Lord.
Hmm. So this is told from Bhavishyotter Puran, that what is the effect of seeing the Lord on his chariot. Like we have palki of the Lord, and in southern India temples they have elephant. On the elephant they carry the Lord. So whatever way they may be carrying the Lord. So even the dog eaters, the miss dog eater is said here, Sopacha is said because they want to denote a very low class person. Okay, they will also attain benefit. So what to speak of a high class person? Okay, who may be a Brahmana and all. So they joyfully see. Kautukenapi nirikshante. Kautuka means actually eagerness. Okay, eagerness they are seeing the Lord. Then they will, what will happen? They will see all, they will become associates of the Lord. Okay, they will attain Salokya. Okay, Adi Shabdena Puja Darshanam. The word Adi, previous verse, refers to seeing the worship. पूजितं पूज्यमानं वा यः पश्येद् भक्तितो हरिं श्रद्धया मोदमानस्तु सोऽपि योगो फलं लभेत्.
He who sees the Lord with devotion, faith, and joy after he is worshipped or while he is being worshipped attains eternal service to the Lord.
Yeah, yeah. So again, a benediction is given that he who sees the Lord with devotion, faith, and joy, shraddhaya, bhakti, after he is worshipped, the Lord is worshipped, or while he is being worshipped, okay, one who sees the arti of the Lord, or the pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada, we do Guru Puja, we do the arti of Srila Prabhupada, both similarly, attains eternal service, okay, to the Lord. Again, similar to the previous verse, attains the Supreme Lord's abode like that. Yeah. 43rd, Shravanam, hearing. Shravanam Nam Charita Gunadinam Shrutir Bhavet.
Hearing
So,
means okay.
yeah, read.
Hearing means listening to the names, pastimes, and qualities of the Lord.
Yeah, so Shravanam, this is a very important limb of bhakti, because by doing this limb, actually, we can understand about all other limbs. Okay, this is like can be said very, very important. That's why it is placed first also. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnuhu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedanam. So Shravanam is first because by that only one will gain knowledge. Divyam Jnanam Yato Dadyat. The Guru can give all the knowledge only when the person hears. And what is the meaning of hearing? Hearing is not listening. Listening means one just passively hears. Active listening is called hearing. Means he, Prabhupada was asked what is the meaning of hearing. He told hearing means he person listens and then does also what is told. That is the meaning of hearing. So hearing is listening plus acting on what he heard. Okay, that together is called hearing. Okay, so what he has to hear? The name, the pastimes, qualities of the Nam, Rupa, Guna, Leela, all these things one should hear from the scriptures. From the scriptures. Or anything which is making one inspired to hear all this. Okay, or anything which is favorable. Okay, and from whom to hear? That we have discussed many times. That should be authorized bona fide hearing. That's why Prabhupada would always say, whenever he would use the word hearing, he would qualify it with the word bona fide hearing. Bona fide hearing means what? Based on scriptures. And from whom? From Guru or Sadhu. Okay, from these two personalities, because they speak from scriptures. So this is the process of hearing. Bona fide hearing should be there. So So there, Prabhupada many times actually in his lectures he quotes the shloka, Avaishnava mukho udgirnam putam hari kathamritam shravanam naiva kartavyam sarpochishta yathapayah. So he says that it's like hearing from a Vaishnava, whatever he may be speaking, even Krishna Katha, okay, that is like a milk touched by the snake. One should not hear from them. So in YouTube nowadays there are so many things available, which is there for hearing. But one should specifically hear from those people who are there, Siksha Gurus, Diksha Gurus, like that, or from the persons whom they are seeing them in their life. Okay, and they are doing their sadhana nicely, their services nicely, and we are able to see, we can hear from them, or they are reliable sources. We should hear from them only. Okay, so these are some very important things about hearing. And hearing is not just activity which one does casually. Okay, because in ISKCON there is so much opportunity to hear that one may think that it's activity which is to be done casually. No, it is very important activity, because from that all other things are uh, connected. Okay, like that. Yes, Prem Latika Mate, you have any question?
Yes, Prabhuji. Regarding hearing, uh, Prabhuji, in last week I visited a place of one of my friend who is very senior Mataji, and they are very closely related with His Holiness Radhanath Swami Guru Maharaj. So she told me, she became very heavy. Hey, why are you hearing that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary upon Srimad Bhagavatam and this and that and that? You have to just hear from our Guru Maharaj only. So, and she later explained me that Sri Prabhupada's disciple, they only hear from Prabhupada, they only read Prabhupada books. They speak very simple. They don't make their bhakti so complicated. So why you are going and listening? Because I attend Balram Shakti Prabhu's classes of early morning classes upon um, commentary by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Why can't you keep it simple? Because all Prabhupada disciples, they only hear from Prabhupada and they only read what Prabhupada had told. And we only hear from Guru Maharaj. So I was a little bit bewildered, but I myself, I like the nectar, whatever I derive from that Bhagavatam classes. At the same time, I hear from my Guru Maharaj also. So can you please focus upon this, Prabhuji?
No, what you are doing is good, because it is told uh, that in the process of bhakti there are so many limbs. So it is said that one may like some limb and one may not like some other limbs, and he may feel more absorption in one limb, like somebody may be about hearing, he may like more. So somebody may not be so much absorbed in hearing, so they will not be syncing with our thought process. Okay, the person who may be telling you all this, I don't know how much they will be liking the process of hearing itself. That you can check also. And and everybody will receive different purification in the bhakti process by being absorbed in different limbs of bhakti. Means what I want to say, somebody likes hearing more, he should do that limb more, and he will get quickly purified and attain Krishna Prem faster. Somebody may like DT worship more, he should do that and he will gain advancement faster in that limb. That is principle described in Brihad Bhagavatamrita by Sanatan Goswami. Okay, he says that. Now coming to this question, now that whether she is saying that all Prabhupada disciples are hearing only from Prabhupada, that I don't know how she has made that analysis, because last time I think we had seen Shivaram Swami Maharaj's uh, quote, or from Prabhupada also we have seen that Prabhupada himself was asked whether it is a misunderstanding to read from previous acharyas. You remember last time we discussed, I had showed that quote.
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Yeah, so what Prabhupada said there, you remember?
No, Prabhuji, I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, I will show that. Mm, yeah, read from here.
That we should not try to read
1 minute.
Bhakti.
One more thing is there above that, I think. Yeah, yeah, here. Yeah, read.
Srila Prabhupada, I remember once I heard a tape where you told us that we should not try to read the books of previous acharyas. Prabhupada. Hmm. The Amogha. That we should not try to read Bhakti Vinod books or earlier books or other our acharyas. So I was just wondering, Prabhupada, I never said that. How is that? You don't say that. Oh, how is that? I thought you said that we should not read the previous acharyas books. No, you should read. Okay, we should.
Hmm. So, what did you understand from here?
But we should read the previous acharyas books. I mean,
Hmm.
everyone's mind is different because he flow and yes, it is every day it is giving a very nice early morning nectar and good discussion. So I hear from Balram Shakti Prabhu. Later, she also added that senior Mataji also added that the person from whom you are hearing will bring you to that level to which level he is situated. He can take you only to up to that certain level. After that, he will not
Correct.
take you.
Yeah. Hmm.
So you have to hear from your Guru Maharaj also.
Hmm. Correct. That is correct.
Hmm.
Yeah, that is agreed. Yeah. But if the person is saying we should hear only from Guru Maharaj and nobody else, and she is quoting that Prabhupada disciples do like that. Prabhupada disciples obviously they hear only from Prabhupada and they read also from previous acharyas because Prabhupada himself is telling. So there is a principle in Bhagavatam, okay man principle. Okay, Narad Muni has taught. Like, okay, I will share the reference later. You can do like that also if that is senior Mataji. You can tell okay and do what you are liking to do. And
I have
yeah.
done the same,
Mhm.
Khatija. I said okay, and I follow her because she's a genuine person
Yeah,
to
yeah.
whom I can consult. Because not every time I can go to my Shiksha Guru and ask him what should
Hmm.
do, what I should not do. So I take help from her. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's fine. Yeah. So yeah, we should be Sargrai. So if somebody is able to help in one direction, we should take help from them in that direction and not reject the person fully. Okay, that is also very important. So and as far as she is saying that Prabhupada disciples are saying like that. Actually, this Shivram Maharaj's books, if any one of you go through and read, he quotes from all the previous acharyas, actually. So many of the disciples are there who actually read all the previous acharyas books, and some of them may tell everything is there in Prabhupada's books. So that is also true. And I had shown last time Gaur Govind Maharaj that smell kind of that analogy. Gaur Govind Maharaj says what the meaning of everything is there in Prabhupada books. He told that Prabhupada is very intelligent. He has put everything in his books in the form of smell like that, in the sense that you will go and find out from where that smell is coming. You remember last time we discussed.
Hmm.
So he also shares that one should read from previous acharyas. We see many genuine disciples like Radha Govind Maharaj and all senior devotees. They read from previous acharyas. And if you see after Prabhupada passed 10th canto, 14th chapter, he had done some part. And after that, when his disciples had to actually form the commentary of Bhagavatam, what did they write from? They wrote from previous acharyas. Prabhupada himself, we have seen when he is writing his commentary, what he is referring. He is seeing all the previous acharyas' commentaries and he is writing. We have seen in Bhagavad Gita how Prabhupada has followed Baldev Vidyabhushan. So some people are there who may have very radical thoughts in our ISKCON movement. So we can do whatever best for us. Yes, Kishore
Thank you.
Madhaprabhu.
No, sorry, I was about to say the same thing what you said, that last time we had discussed this topic about smell, what you mentioned. And as you also had mentioned then that the only hindrance why we should not go to read the previous achar, that we may not have that maturity possibly. You had mentioned that in the previous comment earlier.
Hmm. I don't remember, but maybe what I meant is that sometimes neophyte people,
Mm.
they go to previous acharyas commentaries in the sense, and then they start telling that Prabhupada did not give everything, and they start de-glorifying Prabhupada, thinking that Prabhupada commentaries and books are not important. In the same conversation, if you go ahead, there Prabhupada tells first you read my books, then read our previous books. Okay, so there are some immature people who may do like that, who don't read Prabhupada books at all, and they minimize the glories of Prabhupada. That I might have told immature. Yeah, yeah. Yamuna Vilas, bro. Okay, Prem Radhika Mata, okay, she is not there. Yamuna Vilas, yeah.
Prabhuji, just I wanted to clarify the statement which Premalatika Mataji made. So, is it okay if I ask? Or
Yeah.
so the statement, Prabhuji, like whoever we hear, we'll come to only to that level of consciousness. So I wanted to clarify, like, because if someone is repeating the message, let's say someone is repeating the message of Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and the hearer takes it seriously and with he applies that teaching intensely. So how the person who is hearing will only come to the level of the speaker. He can also like if he takes the message seriously and he applies, then he can advance, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
What she's saying in the sense that Prabhupada has mentioned in NOI fifth purport, na, that if somebody is a disciple of a Kanishtha Guru, then he can go only to that stage. The Guru it himself is the person is hearing from a personality who is not advanced beyond Kanishtha, then he will also go till that stage, and he is not hearing from anybody else. Okay, then in that sense she is saying, and then Madhyamadikari can take till Madhyamadikar only. So basically, if somebody is hearing from anybody, they can take to that level. But in ISKCON, generally we don't hear from only one person, and we don't get to hear so much from our own Guru Maharaj also directly. I'm saying, obviously recordings may be there so much of all gurus, but to understand. See, it is a parampara. To understand what Prabhupada is saying, we have to hear from our Guru. To what our Gurus may be saying, we will have to hear from those who are representative of their uh, personality of Guru in our life. We will have to hear from them also. Those senior devotees who are uh, s- like wanting to guide us. There may be counselors or whatever. So basically, that principle is correct. If the person is hearing only from one person, he will only attain to that state. But now as you are saying it's a specific thing, means he is teaching from some book or some source, then it is not only that person is speaking, no? He is generally speaking from some other source only. And that person, if he is sincere, he can obviously, like somebody is teaching Prabhupada books, so he can go to the stage beyond the speaker also, because he is teaching from Prabhupada books. Okay, is that answering your question if I understood?
yes, Praji, understood. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. We'll continue. Nama Shravanam. 43rd limb. Hearing the name of the Lord. Samsara Sarpadashta Nashtacheштೈಕ भेषजं कृष्णेति वैष्णवं मन्त्रं श्रुत्वा मुक्तो भवेन्नरः. Yes, somebody else can read. Who has not read? Anuradha Mataji?
Hearing the Vaishnava mantra, Krishna, which is the only effective medicine to counteract the bite of the snake of samsara, a man becomes liberated.
Yeah.
It's
So
Garuda.
again, yeah, Garud Puran. So again, this is mentioned that what is the benefit of performing the limbs of bhakti. So one will be liberated. So here specifically, this limb is about hearing the name of the Lord. So like we may be hearing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So any Vaishnava mantra, okay. So which has the name of the Lord, Supreme Lord in it. So it's a effective medicine to counteract the bondage of samsara. Okay. So that is the glories of hearing Bhagwan Nam. Okay. So now it is first one Nama Shravanam. This is Charitra. Like we have Rama Charita. Okay. Manas. The glories or the Charitra of the Supreme Lord Ram. Hmm, like that. And for Lord Krishna, we have 10th canto specifically. Then Chaitanya Charita. That is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Like that. Hearing the pastimes of the Lord. यत्र भगवत राजन् साधवो विशदाशयः भगवद्गुणानुकथनं श्रवणव्यग्रचेतसः तस्मिन् महन्मुखरित मधुभिर्चरित्र पीयूषशेषशरितः परितः स्रवन्ति ताये पिबन्त्यवितृषो नृपगाढकर्णे तन्नास्पृशयन्त्यसनत्रितभयशोकमोहाः. Yes, please read.
Where there are devotees with pure hearts and proper conduct who are eager to hear discussions of the qualities of the Lord, profuse streams of nectar of the pastimes of the Lord emanating from the mouths of the saintly devotees, the Mahaprasada of the devotees flow everywhere. Those who drink that nectar with firm ears, with constant thirst, O king, will not be touched by hunger, thirst, fear, lamentation, and illusion.
Hmm. So here is mentioned it's not only about hearing, just hearing. So, but there should be a thirst, eagerness for that hearing, just like Parikshit Maharaj. We cannot be obviously like Parikshit Maharaj. For him, it was like he was not feeling the hunger and thirst also. That happens at the stage of rag. Okay, that is mentioned in Bhakti Samar Sindhu. Okay, so it's a very high stage beyond the stage of prema. He was there, where he was qualified so much that he did not fear the bodily need also, like hunger and thirst. So for sadhakas, for us it may not be. So we may be sitting in Bhagavatam class, we will surely feel hungry, and if it is needed, one can go and take prasad. So Gaur Maharaj he says he used to say that if it is needed, one should take prasad and then peacefully hear Bhagavatam with one mind, one pointedness. So whatever makes one comfortable, one should do that. Then perform the limbs of bhakti if needed. So basically, the point is that one should be eager, and our eagerness surely will be as per our advancement. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, another very important principle, it will come later in Sadhu Sangha, that one should try to associate with those devotees who already have that high eagerness. Like when we are reading Bhagavatam, we are associating with Sukdev Goswami, Parikshit Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada by his purports. So when they have so much eagerness, we will also get the eagerness. Yeah. And what is the result of this hearing? He will not be touched. Na sprashyanti, asanatridis bhaya shoka moha. These three. What are the three? Asana, bhaya, and shoka. Hmm. And what are they? Okay. Hunger, thirst, fear, lamentation, illusion, all the six. Okay. Moha, illusion, all this. And even it is said, anartho upshamam sakshad bhakti yoga madhokshache. So yeah, in that series also it comes that shoka moha is being destroyed by hearing the Bhagavatam. Hmm. So there it's mentioned by in the seventh chapter, first canto it comes. Okay. Now Guna Shravanam, hearing the qualities. Till now was Nama Kirtanam, Leela Kirtanam, and now Guna, hearing the qualities of the Lord. यस्तोत्तमश्लोकगुणानुवादः सङ्गीयते अभीक्ष्णममङ्गलघ्नः तमेव नित्यं शृणुयादभीक्ष्णं कृष्णे अमलां भक्तिम् अभीप्समानः. Yeah, please read.
The person who desires pure devotional service to Lord Krishna should hear the narrations of Lord Shlokas, glorious qualities, the constant chanting of which destroys everything inauspicious. The devotee should engage in such listening in regular daily assembly and should continue his hearing throughout the day.
Yeah, so Nityam Shrunayad Abhikshanam. Nityam means daily, Abhikshanam, every chana, every moment. What he should hear, Shrunayad. So it's not only about putting earphones and hearing, but it's also about, just Prabhupada, as he told, hearing means also to act on what he has heard. It's not only sitting and hearing whole day, but it's about acting on what he has heard. Like if it is told one should associate with devotees to service while he is hearing, so he should actually do some service to the devotees and hear from devotees and do all the other services and other limbs of bhakti, okay, in the day. So that is the meaning of the phrase. So this is specifically about guna shravanam. So what is the point here? He's saying who desires Krishna amala. Amala means pure, without any mal, without any dirtiness or impurity. Bhaktim abhikshamanaha, one who desires pure devotional service. What they should do, they should hear the narrations. So, and others, they may not be yet devotees, so they don't know that what is the glories of hearing the Supreme Lord's pastimes. So they can also hear, but they will get agyat sukriti, like that. So that will remove what all the inauspiciousness will be destroyed. Okay, so that's why we have different stotras which are described that they remove inauspiciousness. Like we have Nasim Kavacha, Balram Kavacha, all these things are there where we recite and then impurity or inauspiciousness is destroyed. Okay, okay, just 1 minute. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So this is a very famous shloka. We know many times we might have heard. Tat kripa ikshanam, under that topic, expecting the Lord's mercy. तत्ते अनुकंपां सुशमिक्षमाणो भुञ्जान एवात्मकृतं विपाकं हृद्वाग्वपुर्भिर्विददन् जीवेत यो मुक्तिपदे सदाय भाक्. Yes, please read.
My dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds and offering you respectful obeisances with his heart, words, and body, is surely eligible for you, the shelter of liberation, for that is his rightful claim.
Yeah. So tatte anukampa. So he understands that the suffering which he is undergoing is what? Anukampa. Anukampa means it is a mercy. And for devotees, it is said causeless mercy. Okay. It's a mercy of the Lord. Hmm. So what he does, he earnestly waits for the Supreme Lord to bestow his causeless mercy. And while he is patiently suffering, bhunjan means to what you say, go through something, okay, or what exactly that word will be, uh, consume it, consuming, bhunjana eva atma kritam vipakam, while consuming the bad effects of what he has done in the past, atmakrit, okay, he has done himself, okay, for which he, vipakam is something which is very very bad, or basically a very difficult place or hell, like that, for which you are supposed to go to hell, like that. But as we know, for devotees Lord gives only token punishment, means he was supposed to suffer very big. So Prabhupada gave many times examples. Somebody's hand was little bit cut in finger. So he told, yeah, Krishna has given a token punishment. Your full hand should have been cut, but Krishna just gave a small finger cut, like that. So that's how for devotees Krishna gives the punishment, but not that it affects his bhakti completely. Okay, like that. So now this person, what he does, he still, while undergoing these sufferings and waiting for Lord's mercy, what he is doing, he is offering respects to the Supreme Lord and his devotee. How? With whole heart, words, and body. So this is a consciousness of the person. He is not saying, "Oh Lord, why me only? Why so many devotees are there? Somebody else could have been given this problem." So he is not cursing the Lord. He is not uh, even indifferent to the Lord. He is not anything, but he is saying, "Oh, what you have given is very, very less. I deserve worse." Okay, that is his consciousness. So, so he is offering respectful obeisances within his heart, words and body. And then, for such a person, is surely eligible to attain the Lord's abode. Okay, Mukti Padam. Hmm. Yeah, please read.
In this verse, two different sadhanas expected, testing the glance of mercy and offering obeisances are mentioned together to glorify their exaltation position. They should be both understood to have great results. Atma Kritam Vipaka means happiness and suffering that occur during performance of bhakti. A secondary onslaught result of bhakti is happiness. The results of aparadhas are suffering. Experiencing both of these results from his bhakti, the devotee sees this clearly and accurately as your mercy.
Hmm. So basically, two things are mentioned in this. First is glance of the mercy. Okay, ikshamana. Okay, to see. Susamikshmana, Samyak, and Sushtu. To basically perfectly and completely. Two adjectives are used here. Perfectly and completely. Both mean the same in one sense, but to show the effectiveness, that's told here, right? See, Su for Sushtu. Here it's translated as clearly, and Samyak means accurately. So he understands that he sees Sushamikshamana, that whole suffering which is coming to him as clearly and accurately. Okay, can mean same thing as Lord's mercy. Means he has no doubt that it is, oh, maybe Lord is not knowing that I am suffering. There is no doubt like that. Oh, maybe Lord is unaware, I am just a sadhaka, whether my suffering he is seeing or not. Or I have just begun devotional service, whether Lord is seeing or knowing me or not. So many devotees he has. No, 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 nothing like that. He clearly and accurately knows that it is Lord's mercy only because I have accepted his bhakti wholeheartedly. Like that. So even Lord Ram says, right, that somebody who takes shelter of me, okay, I will never give him up. Hmm. So similarly here it's told that, okay, let's go to beginning. Yeah, so two things are said: glance of mercy, so samikshmana, and offering obeisances. Okay, so where the offering obeisances mentioned, namaste. I am offering obeisances to you. Yeah, are mentioned together to glorify their exalted positions. Yeah, so they are supposed to be having very good, very great results. Okay, what is the great result? Mukti Padam means attaining the abode of the Lord, or Krishna Prem, like that. And this work, this devotee is in full conscious that it is Atmakritam, it is my own past misdeeds. Okay, past misdeeds which I have to suffer. But he understands at the same time that this whole quota of my past misdeeds is controlled by Supreme Lord. He will give only that much what makes me advance in bhakti more and more. He is not going to give everything, or he may give more than that what I might have committed past. With what thing in mind? Lord will have only one thing in mind, that how this devotee will advance more in bhakti, how will he come closer to me more quickly. Okay, like in Chitraketu Maharaj's case, we have seen that he might not have done a very big mistake, but the punishment was very big. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes there, sixth canto, that why he was given such a big punishment. It was told that Sankarshan was feeling so much separation from his devotee Chitraketu that he wanted him to come back very fast. So that's why he arranged this in his life. Okay. So that was obviously a very great devotee. But for sadhakas also it is told, Lord Madhuri Kadamini, third chapter, Vishwanath Chakra Thakur explains, he quotes this shloka, Nirdhanatvam hi maharogo. So he says that loss of money or so many other things, that is all ordained by the Lord in the sadhaka's life. And one more shloka he quotes. He quotes that Harishye tad dhanam shanay, that one on whom the Lord shows special mercy, he will take away everything. Okay, so these things are quoted. So this person knows that okay, I might have done some past misdeeds, but it's all under Lord's control now, and he will give whatever is needed for me to progress in bhakti and come to him quickly. Okay, so means happiness and suffering both which may occur in his life by the performance of bhakti. Okay, now again he says, okay, say happiness which is coming, that is not the goal of the devotee for performing bhakti. Means obviously, uh, we have studied, right? Subhada, uh, bestower of good qualities. And there it was also mentioned Sukha Pradatvam, that benediction of all happiness also comes in the life of devotees. Sukha, that also comes. But that is not the result which the devotee is looking for. Devotee looking for what? Krishna Prem. So now one may think, okay, I have not done anything bad in this life and don't know about past life, but why that person is suffering? So as we have discussed earlier many times, so first reason can be aparadha, because of which he will suffer. And second reason is that Lord's mercy, Lord's will or Lord's mercy for the devotee to make serious in his bhakti. These two are the reasons because of which the person will suffer or a devotee will suffer in his life. So experiencing both of these results from his bhakti, Atmakritam Vipakam, the devotee sees clearly, this clearly and accurately, that okay, this whole thing what is coming in my life, the happiness and distress is all mercy of the Lord. That is his conclusion. Yeah, continue.
He knows that the happiness and distress that he is experiencing stems from the Lord's me alone. It is just like a father who sometimes makes his son drink milk and sometimes bitter juice made from nimba leaves. I do not know, but the Lord, like a father, knows what is good and bad for me, and thus sometimes he embraces and kisses me, and sometimes slaps me.
Yeah, same thing as we were discussing. That example of father is given. So father knows, like in our childhood, so there was a very bitter drink, which was we used to drink in the morning, empty stomach we have to drink. So like neem juice we can say. So but the name is different. So here it said na, nimba leaves or neem leaves. So it may be very bitter, but because we don't know the science behind it, but because father or mother is giving, we have faith in them, we drink it. The same example is given, even though sometimes they may give sweet rice or milk or sometimes some bitter juice, but we in both the cases we have faith in our parents and we drink like that. We should have faith in the Lord also. And then he is saying what one should be thinking, I do not know, but the Lord, like a father, knows what is good and bad for me. This is what devotee's consciousness should be. And it's not very easy to actually think like this. It's easy when it happens with somebody else to think like this, that yeah, yeah, Lord is in control, don't worry. But for us, when it happens in our lives, then, or something very extreme happens, okay, with devotees, or some very senior devotee does something a thing which is not expected by him, then we don't know. This doesn't come to our mind. So and thus sometimes he embraces and sometimes kisses. So one more example is given, just like a child. Uh, a father may sometimes throw him up and then catch him. So child has complete faith in the father that he has thrown me up, and he is not probably thinking also that whether the father is going to catch. He is just enjoying when the father is thrown him up, and he is going to surely catch. So that also could be one example which can be given. Yeah, continue.
I, his devotee, have no power at all over and time. He alone, by his mercy, makes me experience happiness and distress and makes me serve him. The devotee considers his situation in this way, in the manner of King Kratu.
Yeah, so two words he is mentioning. I, as a devotee, he is thinking, I have no power at all over my karma and time. Correct. So what I have spent my time already in past, how that we cannot control, and what activity I did in that time, that also cannot be controlled by me now. But I have surrendered everything to the Lord. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayasami masucha. And Lord has also given this promise. So let me do my duty, and Lord will do whatever is best for me. That faith he has. Okay, so he alone by his mercy makes me experience happiness or distress. Yeah. So what Pritamara is saying, yeah. So he is saying 4:20:31. त्वन्माययाद्धा जनक ईशकन् खण्डितो यद अन्यद आशास्त रिक्तात्मनो बुधः यथा चरेद बालहितं पिता स्वयं तथा त्वमेवार्हसि न समीहितुम्. Yeah, please read.
O Lord, says foolish people, injured by your Maya, desire things other than worshipping you. You should choose what is for our benefit, just as a father acts for the benefit of his son.
Yeah, so he is telling about people who are injured by our Maya, desire things other than worshipping you. They don't desire for devotional service. So what he is saying, Lord, you should choose because you know what is best, what is for our benefit. So for us, all the anathas are not destroyed. Okay, so for us, you choose what is best for us and give it to me. Yeah, please read.
Revealing himself daily to the Lord, offering respects with mind, words, and body, passing life while not being unduly tormented, devotee becomes the rightful claimant of mukti or liberation from samsara, secondary effect, and pada or service, primary effect. At the Lord's lotus feet, Dvanda compound considered as one unit, mukti pade.
Yeah, so he's concluding the commentary. So he's saying, revealing himself daily to the Lord. So he is doing all the limbs of bhakti, taking darshan of the Lord and and offering respects within his mind, with his body, mind, and words. So he's not neglecting on his limbs of bhakti. He's not saying, "Oh Lord, you have given suffering, so now I will not do the chanting or I will not do whatever limbs of bhakti I was doing." He is not saying that. So passing his life while not being unduly tormented, and he is not too much taking lamentation and tormentation of what suffering he is undergoing. Okay, or he or his family members, anybody is undergoing. So the devotee does the needful, but at the same time he has the consciousness that Lord is seeing what all I am undergoing, and he is doing whatever is best for me. The devotee becomes the rightful claimant of mukti or liberation from samsara. Okay, so this is secondary goal, secondary effect we can, so not goal, effect. Means anyhow liberation will happen as one gets Krishna Prem. The material world itself is transformed into spiritual world. So and he's saying the primary effect is service. Okay. So as we have seen earlier, couple of Dev's prayers also, in that section also, that don't give me salokya, sarishti, samupya, sarupya, anything. If diyamanam na grinanti minamat sevanam jana, if it is not accompanied by service to you. So devotee doesn't want. Yeah, please continue.
As remaining alive is the cause of a good son receiving his inheritance, so the devotee remaining alive in this world with steadiness on the path of bhakti is the cause of his receiving freedom from samsara and service to the Lord.
Yeah, so in the difficult situation, the Lord, if the devotee continues his devotional service, then he will receive the results of freedom from samsara. Okay. And if he becomes lax, or if he becomes thinking that, oh, anyhow, Lord is not seeing, sufferings are coming to me, even though I have taken devotional service, so I will stop my chanting or do so, then Lord will not give the required results. And at the same time, we should understand the test for us, which the Lord is putting, the suffering which is putting is as per our level. Okay, for Prabhupada also, obviously he is liberated, eternally liberated Nitya Siddha, but he is showing from his example also, and even other devotees like in our movement, Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, he may be undergoing so much of difficulty. So they may not be suffering, but they are undergoing some situation which we may feel that, oh, they may be in so much suffering, still they are doing devotional service, and which is encouragement for us, to encourage us. So yeah, so a devotee continues thinking that, oh, yes, what Lord is giving me, he knows what is the best, and he continues in his bhakti, then the liberation is guaranteed. Understanding that whatever test I am undergoing, for me, that level of test only is given. Okay, for me, higher level of test, Lord knows if higher level of test comes, I will fail. So he has given me what is required for me. Okay, and then one should go ahead with that. Okay. Yes, Aruna Mataji.
Prabhuji, on the previous slide, I wanted to understand the meaning of unduly tormented. If you can explain. Third
Yeah.
line.
Yeah, that's what. If he is not having good consciousness, he may think that, oh, whether Lord is seeing it or not, I'm suffering so much. Okay, and then he will be unduly tormented that, oh, Lord is not in control, and he may think that, oh, I should do something more than what is needed. Okay, and he may stop compromising his bhakti and do more endeavors. So, and be more lamentation, tormentation, like that, more lament than actually doing the limbs of bhakti. So I think that is the meaning here. Unduly tormented. Yeah. So before also that came a 16th limb. Uh, Ashok, basically not being too much lamentation or those kind of things, negative uh, tamoguna things, because that will affect our consciousness and then bhakti. That is the meaning, I think, here.
Mm, can we say it as being positively tolerant? Hmm?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Was he being positively tolerant? Yeah, that can be. Yeah, understanding that, yeah, Lord is in control. He knows what is best for me. Yeah.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Yeah, please read. Maybe somebody else can read. Yes, Aruna Mataji, you can read.
Srila Prabhupada in this verse, the statement of Srimad Bhagavatam should be the guide of all devotees. A devotee should not expect immediate relief from the reactions of his past mistakes. No conditioned soul is free from such reactionary experiences because material existence means continued suffering or enjoying of past activities.
Yeah, so Prabhupada is making a very, very bold statement here. This should be guide of all devotees. What? That Lord is in control and He is doing whatever is best for us. This is a guide for all devotees. Okay, devotee should not expect immediate relief from the reactions of his past misdeeds. So one should not have undue expectation also. That I have taken up to bhakti. Kleshagni was told is the first characteristic of bhakti, first symptom of bhakti. And if that has happened, then why am I suffering? So one should not expect immediate relief, and one should always have that consciousness. Lord is doing what is best for me. Okay. No conditioned soul is free from reactionary experiences. Even there may be devotees who have attained prema, but still they need to have a material body which can have disease and can give suffering, even though they are completely at the stage of Krishna prema. So, so everybody who has a material body will have some suffering, because material existence means continued suffering. Okay, or enjoying of past activity, suffering or enjoying. One of them will be there. Yeah.
If one has finished his material activities, then there is no more birth. This is possible only when one begins Krishna conscious activities because such activities do not produce reaction. Therefore, as soon as one becomes perfect in Krishna conscious activities, he is not going to take birth again in this material world.
Yeah. So when one attains Krishna prema, as we saw 5.5.6, यावन्न प्रीति मयि वासुदेवे न देह yogena vimuchyet tavat. So Rishabdev is saying that until unless one attains prema, he is not going to be liberated. Deha yogena tavat, he will not be vimuchyet. He will not be giving up the Deha yoga. So we have discussed that also earlier. And previously, Prabhupada is saying that one has finished his material activity, then there is no more birth. Okay, means one has taken to spiritual activities. Okay, so that is the point, and then this is possible only when one begins Krishna conscious activities. So as we discussed earlier, it's not that as soon as one begins, one will be liberated. What it means is that bhakti is so fast that the effect is told even before. Like bhavapavargo janatam yada bhavet janasya tarhi achyut satsamagamaha. Okay, there it is said that oh, the person is already liberated will take up to bhakti. But it's not like that. It is told in the sense that the result comes so fast that the result is told even before. Just like somebody is going to now Kashi or Kumbh Mela or Himalaya, anywhere. So person has gone, maybe just sat in the train, and anybody asks where is he? Oh, he has gone to Himalaya. No, he has not reached there. He has just started now. But because he is going to attain it ultimately, it is told, yeah, yeah, he has gone to Himalaya or he has gone to Mahakumbh, whatever. So here he is saying that okay, the person is already liberated. Means he is going to get liberated very fast. He has taken to the bhakti path like that. Okay. So it's possible only when one begins. So when one begins, so that means now he will not take birth as per the rules of his karma, but he will take birth as per the will of Krishna. Okay, which life, which devotee's family he should take birth, where he should take birth, all that will be decided by Krishna himself if he has taken to devotional service in this life. Okay, that is the meaning. Yeah, continue.
A devotee who is not perfectly freed from the resultant actions should therefore continue to act in Krishna consciousness seriously, even though there may be so many impediments. When such impediments arise, he should simply think of Krishna and expect his mercy. That is the only solace. If the devotee passes his days in that spirit, it is certain that he is going to be promoted to the abode of the Lord. By such activities, he earns his claim to enter into the kingdom of God.
Yeah, very, very nice. Very important, these 2 points. We should remember this always, not only to guide others, but in our life actually. Yeah, so very important what Prabhupada has told here. Very nice. Devotee who is not perfectly freed from the resultant actions should therefore continue to act in Krishna consciousness. Continue. How? Seriously. Not lax or too much lamenting. Oh, Krishna consciousness is not working. So many years I have been chanting. Results are not coming. And suffering still is continuing. Not like that. Okay. Because Krishna has the power to do everything in 1 minute at the time of our death. He can do everything. But he wants to see whether we are serious. We have taken it seriously or not. Did we pass the test or not when we had given the suffering? Did we continue doing our bhakti or we left the bhakti path? So when such impediments arise, he should simply think of Krishna and expect his mercy. That yes, whatever is coming, bhunjan evatma kritam vipakam, vidvag vapurvir vidadan namaste. So he should do offer respects to the Lord, thank Lord, think about his think and thank both, and expect his mercy in due time. That is the only solace. So if he passes the days in that spirit, it is certain that means he has passed the test and he will be promoted to the abode of the Lord. Okay, that is his qualification. Yeah, continue.
The exact word used in this verse is Dayabhag. Dayabhag refers to a son's becoming the lawful inheritor of the property of the father. In a similar way, a pure devotee who is prepared to undergo all kinds of turbulations in executing Krishna conscious duties becomes lawfully qualified to enter into the transcendental abode.
Yeah. So rightful claim. Correct. Prabhupada would say that also. Rightful claim. That becomes his rightful claim. So in a similar way, pure devotee who is prepared to undergo all kinds of tribulations. How is he prepared? He is continuing his devotional service at the same time considering this as the mercy of Lord. Okay. This is his preparation. This is his consciousness. In executing Krishna conscious duties become lawfully qualified. Yeah. So he will go to the spiritual world. Okay. Okay, so we'll pause here and continue tomorrow from here. Smriti, Dhyanam. Okay. Any questions, anybody? Yes, Arunamati.
Prabhuji, like in the last slide only I read, he becomes lawfully qualified. So, I asked the same question 2, 3 classes before also, that every time we are reading, we will become qualified to enter. So, isn't it promoting Salokya Mukti in a way?
Lawfully qualified enter into transcendental abode. Ah, you are saying about back to Godhead. That question.
Yeah, because a devotee's goal is not liberation, but somewhere every time we read that the result of performing any activity or the whole Krishna consciousness itself is going back to the Lord's abode. So
Hmm.
I feel that in a way we are actually encouraging and uh, this Salokya Mukti, a kind of liberation itself. Then, to
Yeah.
what we need to do, the every time we need to remind ourselves ki no, this is just a byproduct, we can say, but our aim has to be just the Krishna prem. It becomes sometimes difficult because every time we are reading this thing. So this is somewhere, going in our
Hmm.
subtle mind and telling us, okay, our happiness somewhere, when we'll be liberated from here and going to the Lord's abode in order to get rid of the miseries and sufferings that we are going in this material world.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, nothing wrong in that, Mati. Yeah, that is perfectly okay. Now, because as sadhakas, because we have not received the lagutakrit stage, that we consider liberation insignificant, because we are not yet there, we have not attained the stage of bhava, so we don't know what is the happiness that is there in staying in material world and serving the Lord. Okay, in a relationship with him, we don't know that happiness. So at our stage, yeah, I'm also saying theoretically only at our stage. And I think we read also that day, similar in that same point it was coming, that in the beginning the devotees may have that desire to go back to Godhead, a very strong desire, and they may start with that, nothing wrong with that. But later as they mature, they understand that yeah, mama janmani janmani ishware bhavatad, that also is that becomes more important, because what experience he may undergo in relationship with the Lord and serving the Lord here itself in material world, he forgets that he has to go there also. And Lord becomes more eager, as we discussed from Chitraketu Maharaj example. Sankarshana was more eager than Chitraketu himself to bring him back to his abode. Similarly for others also. So the point is that yeah, it's not anything wrong to have that expectation and understanding that sarupya is need, back to Godhead is the goal, nothing wrong in that. But we have to also keep in mind that that is not going to remain long time, or even when one attains bhav, he will have such experiences of relationship with the Lord, that he will forget about this topic only, whether he has to go back to Godhead. Okay, that will not remain in his mind as primary thought.
Okay, Prabhu. I'm asking this again because somewhere it brings some kind of guilt, at least inside me, that,
Hmm.
the highest goal is Krishna Prema, but I end up always reading and then, having the same kind of consciousness, ki, okay, I just want to get rid of the suffering. So that puts some kind of guilt inside me.
No
That is the
problem.
reason
No,
I'm
yeah,
asking
you
this
can.
again and again.
No problem. You can uh, continue with that understanding. Nothing wrong in that. Okay, no problem with that. And uh, yeah, at the same time, yeah, as I told, that understanding will also come later. Okay, by Lord's mercy, that will come. Nothing wrong in this. No problem.
Okay, Prabhuji, and can you please go back to the last slide? One slide before this slide. Uh, I think one more slide before this one. Yeah, in the third line, it was third pointer. It is mentioned that no conditioned soul is free from such reactionary experience. But we are reading this about a sadhaka, Prabhuji, right? So then why this no conditioned soul word is written or is used?
Yeah, no conditioned soul is free from such reactionary experience, because middle existence means continued suffering or enjoying. Yeah, Prabhupada is writing for sadhaka only, because they are still conditioned soul. They are not yet liberated, no? They are
Okay.
practicing devotional service. So previous
Okay.
line you see what he has written, a devotee. Okay.
So by conditioned soul, we should not understand that we are talking about non-devotees. It is specifically used here for devotees only, right, Prabhuji?
For devotee only, because
Sadhus.
for non-devotees, Krishna is not directly in control. He is controlling through the Maya Devi.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah, so their reactions and happiness and suffering is coming from the law of karma. For devotees, it is not coming from law of karma. It is directly from Krishna. Okay, law of karma doesn't act on devotees. It is acting by the mercy of the Lord to the extent Krishna wants it to act. Okay, somebody may have less karma. Krishna will increase and give to bring him closer to him, and somebody may have more. He will decrease to bring him closer. Principle is how this person will come closer to me first. That is a principle. Okay.
Yeah, that is understood, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
I only got confused with the word why condition, because for me, conditioned soul means a person who's not into Krishna consciousness. That's why I got confused.
Yeah. Sometimes Prabhupada uses that word only for materialistic people, but in this context, Prabhupada is using for a devotee.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you,
And
Prabhuji.
it can mean also for non-devotees also, because he's also not free from reactionary experiences and suffering and enjoyment. But here, previous line has to be taken in consideration. And if you see ahead also, uh, yeah, so he is saying if one has finished his material activity, then there is no more birth. This is possible only when one begins Krishna conscious activity, because such activity do not produce reaction. Therefore, as soon as one becomes perfect in Krishna consciousness, he is not going to take birth again in this material world. So yeah, conditioned soul here can mean both also. Devotee surely, and a conditioned soul who are under the law of karma, that also can be meaning here. Yeah, but seeing the previous line, devotee word, it's more appropriate to take it as a sadhaka. That's what I think.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank
Yeah,
you,
Prem
Prabhuji.
Latika Mataji.
But Prabhuji, we are always under the three modes of material nature. No?
We are always under, or
Yes, we are always under three modes of material. The modes are always acting upon us. No?
means no. Once one has got liberated, it will not act. In the material world, it is acting. Yeah,
And the other question is, Prabhuji, I'm talking about myself. I never think of liberation.
good. Yeah,
This
no,
Mukti and what? Every day when I get up, I only think, oh Krishna, you are so merciful. You have given me a wonderful day. You have given another mercifully given
one
an
more day.
opportunity to serve you one more day.
Mm,
And I think only about that day. I
mm,
saw so many devotees thinking and speaking about going back to Godhead. Am I very low in consciousness, or I don't know, but I never think of mukti and all that. I think that is not for me. I need only to serve. That's it. That is
yeah,
Krishna's problem, whether to take it or leave it. Is this
yeah.
consciousness right, Prabhuji, or I need to improve myself?
Yeah, Miss. That will be more appropriate. Basically, improve means everybody has to improve only. That is okay. But I'm saying in general, the principle as we studied also that day, in the beginning, there may be a longing that okay, when I will get liberated and get free of this metal world. Even Prahlad Maharaj himself is praying that this metal world is Ushattama. That verse is there. I can show you. Prahlad Maharaj himself is praying that when I will come out of this metal world. Okay, I will show that shloka. And one may think, Prahlad Maharaj is such a big devotee. Why is he praying? That reason also I will tell. First, let me show that shloka. Seventh canto. Here, I'm sharing my screen. Yeah, please read translation.
O most powerful insurmountable Lord, who are kind to the fallen souls, I have been put into the association of demons as a result of my activities, and therefore I am very much afraid of my condition of life within this material world. When will the moment come when you will call me to the shelter of your lotus feet, which are the which are the ultimate goal for liberation from the conditioned life.
Yeah, so we can see clearly Prahlad Maharaj is praying that when you will give me liberation in simple words. But why he is praying, we have to see. So externally, somebody can pray that let me get liberated, but why he is asking, we have to say. What is the reason he has told? I have been put into the association of non-devotees, demons. So my Krishna consciousness, I think, will get affected. He is Nitya Siddha, it will not get affected. But he is not thinking that, oh, it's very favorable for be in their association for a long time. So I want to be in association of devotees. So in that consciousness, he is praying, let me get liberated. I don't want to stay in material world. I want to go back to Godhead. So nothing wrong in this consciousness. Devotees can have this consciousness, but if somebody is thinking, let me get generally devotees have this consciousness, I want to get liberated because I am suffering so much in material world. Okay, it's not because my Krishna consciousness is getting affected. So what is the consciousness behind every statement? Externally statement is same. Like today Chetan Charan Prabhu explaining the word karma is there, but it can have so many different meaning for different people. Similarly, liberation can have different so many different meanings and consciousness behind that for different devotees. So we have to know why they are asking for liberation. Okay. So and if we are given that mercy and blessing that oh we don't think about liberation at all, that is good. So we can just do our service and thank to Lord that okay I'm able to do service and I'm not too much bothered about liberation. But at the same time we respect those devotees who can make this kind of prayer. What is there in their heart we don't know. Okay. So but everybody, one thing is common that everybody wants to serve the Lord in a favorable way. Whatever place situation they find favorable, they pray for that. Okay. But they don't have any other desire for personal comfort.
Okay. And the other day, I also heard a statement from Indradinya Swami Maharaj that I would like to take birth again to serve Sri Prabhupada's mission. Maharaj
Hmm.
was quoting.
Hmm.
So, um, I mean, this is such a nice consciousness that he wants to serve his guru and he is less bothered about whether he is going to back to Godhead or not. He is less bothered about all these things. He said that if given a chance, I would like to take birth again and I would like to serve Sri Prabhupada in his mission.
Hmm.
So I think
Yeah, very good.
thinking
Yeah.
thinking about liberation rather than thinking about liberation, if only we can focus upon our service, it is more of less because well whether I will get liberated or not, it will put you in the anxiety. But
Hmm. Hmm.
thinking that let me only serve won't give that anxiety, and you can
Hmm.
peacefully chant your rounds and peacefully do whatever is being told by your Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru, whatever is being asked you to perform the service.
Hmm. Yeah. 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 Correct. Yeah. That will not give one unnecessary anxiety. That is true. Yeah. But yeah, one has faith in the Lord that yeah, whatever favorable for my bhakti, Lord will do. If He wants me to get liberated, He will do. And if He wants me to be in the metal world, He will keep me here. So that is basic thing one has in mind. That Lord knows what is best. He will do that only. And one does not have that too much desire of liberation also. And if suppose tomorrow Prabhupada says or Guru Maharaj says that no, no, you should get liberated and serve in this particular way in spiritual world, then we should not say no, 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 I don't want to get liberated. I want to continue in material world. I want to do service here. No, whatever they want us to do, we do. Okay, so I don't know about Maharaj, Indian Maharaj. If Prabhupada says no, no, you should come into spiritual world and serve here only, he'll tell okay. And if
That one senior Mataji told me, Prabhuji. I also don't hear personally that
uh,
senior Mataji. She hears from Indradinya Swami Maharaj.
no, no, that is good. I'm just saying we don't know what is in between him and proper dynamics. We don't know. They are great souls. But for us, wherever favorable for us, we should try to serve. And we are only conscious about serving the Lord. It may be here, it may be there. But wherever Lord wants. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada की जय, श्री रूप गोस्वामी पाद की जय, श्री भक्ति रसामृत सिंधु की जय. Hare Krishna.